Financial strength ratings when high rankings don't matter when it comes to annuities. Hi there. I'm Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. We're going to talk about annuity ratings, financial strength, how to determine and look at those so you can make an informed decision on your terms and your time frame, but not until I hear some good music that I wrote on my Learjet as I was flying to jam with you too. When it comes to annuities, I always say, look at the claims paying ability of that issuing carrier. Now, yes, fixed annuities are issued at the state level. Each state has a state guarantee fund. You can go to nolhga.com to check that out. But what I want to talk about today is that annuity carrier, the ratings, whether it's B+, B++, A-, A+, A++. What does all that alphabet soup mean to you when you're making a decision or you're seeing quotes on my site? When you go to theannuityman.com and you run quotes on our calculators, our annuity calculators are the best in the business, you're going to see all carriers, and people always say, well, who's your favorite carrier? It's the one that provides the highest contractual guarantee for your specific situation. And when you go to my MIGA feed, MIGAs are the CD type annuity, the industry's version of a CD, and you can see the best live feed of the fixed rates for your state, you're going to see all types of ratings attached to these carriers. So the question I get all the time is, wait a minute, I see like a 5-year or a 2-year, I see a B+ rated or a B++ rated Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent. Tell me about that for a second. Well, let's go backwards just a little bit. In the annuity industry, there's 4 primary companies that rate annuity companies, annuity carriers. There's Standard & Poor's, AM Best, Moody's, and Fitch. Now, on our site, we show AM Best not because we like AM Best. We just chose that because they rate most or all annuity companies. But also on our site is what's called Comdex Rankings, which shows you all 4 of those rating services, AM Best, Moody's, Standard & Poor's, and Fitch, and a 1 to 100 score, which isn't perfect, but it gives you a good gauge for where the financial strength of these carriers are. But I go a little bit deeper than that, and I do my own research, and I look at each one of these companies from their solvency ratios and things like that, getting into kind of the meat of the matter and bringing out my old Morgan Stanley hat when I worked for Morgan Stanley, looking at these companies. But I have 2 ways to look at companies from a financial strength standpoint. When it comes to lifetime income, and those 4 products are single premium immediate annuities, deferred income annuities, qualified longevity annuity contracts, and income riders that are attached typically to indexed annuities, in my case, because I only sell fixed annuities. When I'm looking at that, I'm looking a lot at the claims paying ability, the tail risk of that income rider. They're going to have to pay you for the rest of your life, as long as you're breathing. If it's joint life, as long as you and your spouse are breathing, whichever one is alive, it's going to continue to pay. I have to make sure that the claims paying ability of that carrier is intact. And I take a different approach from a financial analysis standpoint when I'm looking at those ratings, because it's a lifetime income. You might live to 120. I have to make sure that that company can pay for all of those years. But that's completely different when I'm looking at, compared to when I'm looking at multi-year guarantee annuities, the annuity industry version of a CD. When I'm looking at multi-year guarantee annuity claims paying ability, I'm looking at, give you an example. Let's just say you want a 2-year MIGA. You go to my site, you hit the live MIGA feed, you pull up your state, you put in the duration, it pops the best rates, and up comes a B+ or B++ company. You go, wait a minute, I want an A++ company. Well, you can get that, it's just not going to be at the highest level. So the question you have for me is, can that company back up the claim? When I do my analysis, I'm looking at that 2-year time period. Can they back up those claims and those guarantees for those 2 years? Because most likely, after those 2 years, I'm either going to, it's your call, it's your money, I can send the money back, or we can transfer it to another annuity, probably another carrier. So if it's a 2-year or a 3-year or 4-year or 5-year, and at the time of this taping, check the date, I really would rather you stay 5 years and in from a yield curve analysis. In other words, what's the sweet spot? Where do I get the most bang for the buck? It's 5 years and in. Plus, we don't know where interest rates are going to go, up or down. Hopefully they'll go up, fingers crossed. And if they do, you don't want money locked in long term from a fixed rate standpoint. So we're doing a lot of laddering, 2, 3, 4 year laddering, 3, 4, and 5 year laddering. Example of that, if you said, Stan, what's a 3, 4, and 5-year ladder? Let's just say you had $300,000 that you wanted to protect the principal and just get an interest rate just like you would on a CD purchase. Then we do $100,000 in a 3-year, $100,000 in a 4-year, $100,000 in a 5-year. Okay, that's a 3, 4, and 5-year fixed rate ladder. But when I'm looking at those durations and I'm making the recommendation, and if it's made it to our live feed on my site, theannuityman.com, where you go, click the button on the main page to see live rates. If it's made it to my site, then we've done the analysis that we feel, and we're not perfect, but we're pretty darn close, right? No, I'm serious. We do our homework to make sure that for that duration we feel they can back up those claims. So if the question was, well, you're recommending this 2-year or this 4-year product, and maybe it's a B double plus product that has a specific interest rate for a MIGA, would you recommend that for a lifetime income product? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But with the lifetime income product, as I said previously, we're looking from a different lens. Can they back up the claims paying ability for as long as you live? And if you live forever, can they do it? That's a completely different analysis than looking at it from the standpoint, can they pay this interest rate for 2 years? Now, with all that being said, it's your money, not your head. It's your money. So regardless of what I say about claims paying ability, regardless of what I say about analyzing whether it's a fixed rate annuity, a MIGA, or a lifetime income product, you have to feel comfortable with the claims paying ability of the carrier from where you stand. Give you an example. I had a call the other day, and the gentleman said, I went to your MIGA feed. I want a fixed rate, just like a CD. The MIGA's multi-year guarantee annuities right now are beating CDs at the time of this taping. I said, that's fantastic. He goes, but I don't feel comfortable with doing the B double plus that's at the top. I still want to do the A++ carry, even though it's a percentage point less. I still want to go with that. That's fine. I'm not going to sit there and pound the table and say, no, don't do it. It's your money. I'm going to present the information, and we're going to, we represent pretty much all carriers. I'm going to show you everything. But at the end of the day, you might feel more comfortable with a A++ carrier. And in this case, he did. Another call I got last week was similar. It was a 5-year MIGA, and the person was looking at a 5-year MIGA, and at the top, at the time of this taping, there were a couple B double plus carriers. He did not want that. He wanted an A+ carrier, and on my site, and when you run that feed, you're going to see the ratings. He chose the A+ carrier. It was a little bit less, but that's what he felt comfortable with. Once again, it's your money. You get to make the decision, but remember what I do. What I do is I represent pretty much every carrier. We quote all carriers for the highest contractual guarantee. My mantra is you own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. And the will do is the contractual guarantee. So we're always going to show you the highest number. Now that highest number, that highest contractual guarantee might not be with a carrier that you want to go with. That's fine. But my job and I do act as a fiduciary. I think every person in the financial business by just involuntarily should act like a fiduciary. I don't think it should be regulated. I mean, that's like regulating more. You either have morals or you don't, okay? So in your best interest, I'm going to show you all the carriers, and then we can have a conversation on which one you feel comfortable with. And if you ask me, hey, this is a B double plus, tell me a little bit about it. I'll send you whatever information you need to know. I'll tell you what I specifically know based on my analysis and research, and then you can make a decision on your terms and your time frame. But what I want you to understand is it would be a perfect world if every single quote that we ran, the A++ carriers would finish first. It would be easy, right? That's an easy choice. But it doesn't work like that. So when you're shopping all annuities, all carriers for the highest contractual guarantee at theannuityman.com, you might see B double plus, or you might see B plus, or you might see A minus, or you might see A or A plus or A double plus. We just need to talk about that. We need to talk about what that means for you. And a lot of that recommendation and determination, allocation, and the proportion in your portfolio is going to be based on the type of annuity that you are considering, whether it's a lifetime income stream product or a principal protection product. One more thing. On my site, theannuityman.com, if you scroll to the very, very bottom, scroll, to the right, you're going to see Comdex rankings. If you want to pull that up, we update that list of all carriers in the United States and show you the AM Best, Moody's, Standard & Poor's, and Fitch, and the Comdex 1 to 100 score. You can download that PDF. I think it's 20 plus pages. We update that every single month. That's a free service that we pay a lot for, and we give it away because we want you to be able to do your own research so you can make a good decision on your terms and your time frame. With that being said, I do encourage you to go to my site, top left-hand corner, book a call. We can have an in-depth conversation if you're looking at a specific carrier, and I will tell you the truth. And I'll tell you if I don't think you should put your money there. I mean, I have a responsibility to do that, and I will do that. So with that being said, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next Stan the Annuity Man YouTube video.